Slag Troll. The relationship trolls have with their natural environment is different from the other's creatures. In hostile regions where there's little food and life is difficult to sustain, other species will follow an instinct to search for more hospitable homes. But trolls are not so easily driven off, and will find a way to sustain themselves on their environment, even if that means eating stone or iron. Slag trolls are living proof that this adaptable species can and will eat anything. Their taste for metal has led slag trolls to metabolize powerful acids able to rapidly dissolve even tempered steel. The species is notoriously ornery, constantly tormented by the metal shards perpetually growing through their flesh. Their habit of spitting corrosive bile has not endeared them to the enemies of the Trollbloods. Slag trolls arose near hostile mountains and volcanic environments, and seem to prefer living near semi-active fumarolas and old lava flows. Their peculiar diet has given them a reputation for stupidity, but other trolls admire their intestinal fortitude. The potent acids that accumulate in their guts makes them formidable adversaries, particularly against warjacks, wolds, and clockwork vessels. Yeah, I would imagine anything that spits up stomach acid that can eat metal would be fantastic against most constructs in that matter. But yeah, these guys are, well, metal growing out of their skin, able to dissolve metal and eat metal and rocks, makes them a very formidable guy to go up against any type of construct. I can see that happening. But let's go over their Mark 4 or Mark 3 to Mark 4 changes and see what all they actually do to the constructs of the Iron Kingdoms. And as always, we will go over their stat line. They are a speed 5, they are a mat of 6, they are a rat of 5, a defense 12, arm 17, which makes sense since they got, metal growing out of their skin. They are a fury 3 and a threshold of 8, so these guys will rage a little bit easier than some other ones. They have the slam and trample power attacks, which makes sense for light war beasts. And he has immunity to corrosion, which makes sense since he has corrosive acids in his stomach. And then he has dual attacks, which means he can attack with both his melee and ranged attacks in the same activation. He has the regeneration ability, so this model can be forced to remove D3 damage points once per activation. Some of the abilities that he has lost from Mark 3 to Mark 4 is Assault's been taken out, but it's been replaced with dual attack. Peel back the layers was removed. This model gains boosted melee attack rolls and melee damage rolls against models suffering from corrosion. That one's been removed. So it's probably more of a balanced thing, because if this guy can corrode somebody and then pull them apart, that is a awful thing to happen to anybody. But let's go over to his let's go over to his weapons real quick and see what we got. He has Spew Acid, which is a gun which allows him to shoot into melee with whatever he's in. And with this one, he can only shoot into models he's in melee with without any penalty. He cannot shoot out of melee with this. So just want to note that now. It is a corrosive weapon, and it does cause corrosion, which if they don't get it off quickly, it is going to melt them, because it does auto 1 damage points, as we all are aware. His special ability on this weapon is this model gains an additional die on this weapon's damage rolls against construct models, which is phenomenal, because getting a additional die plus a boost, because he is a war beast, so you can get up to 4 dice of damage against construct models with this guy. And at a rat of 5, range of 8, rate of fire 1, and a POW 12, that is some heavy damage to one model that you're hitting it with. And then you put corrosion on him as well. If he's still around after he gets, melted, I imagine he won't probably be that useful to his warlock or warcaster, depending on what kind of model it was. And then his melee weapon is his claws. So it is a mat 6, range 1, and POW 13. And this guy also has erosion, so this model gains an additional die on this weapon's damage rolls against construct models. So this guy is literally designed to take on construct models. So take on Circle Obros, take on any Warmachine, take on the Cyrus Clockwork folks. But yeah, no, this guy is definitely very specialized to take on construct models, and it would be very useful for any type of constructs. So, and I believe that is also for battle engines, I believe are also constructs as well. Don't quote me on that, not entirely sure without looking that up, but it would make sense. His animus is Acidic Touch. The spellcaster gains resistance to corrosion, and its melee weapons gain continuous corrosion. So basically, just like the pirate troll, he is able to give himself, or his warlock can give themselves, the corrosion continuous effect and immunity to corrosion as well. So that is phenomenal. And having an additional ability on your melee weapon that already destroys poor construct models is terrifying. So yeah, this guy melts metal, he melts stone, he is a specialized war beast that I can see in any kind of Trollblood army going up against any type of Warmachine army. So